Hello again, it's Jay, and welcome back to episode 3 of my 1.17 Vanilla Survival. So, in this episode, I'm going to get right off to work and I go mining. This is actually the first time I'd even crafted stone pickaxes, so that's why I got the achievement. I broke through stone and eventually got to some deep slate cobble and grabbed some redstone. I had a good amount of gold, iron, and copper, and so I smelted all that and then tended to my crop, as I do usually. I grabbed my Lure 1 fishing rod and headed to the pond right nearby, connected to the ocean, and did some fishing. Cast after cast, I mostly got cod, but every once in a while I get something cool like leather. And this is what I got. Back at my base, I used paper, leather, diamonds, and obsidian to make everyone's favorite enchantment table. This was a big deal for me, and I could enchant all of my gear now and become more powerful than anyone else has ever been. So I enchanted all of my iron tools and armor. This iron shovel got me efficiency 2. I got prot 1 on each of my armor pieces, which is great for this point in the game. And I enchanted fire aspect, which is a rare enchantment on my iron sword, and decided I wanted to get rid of those Bane of Arthropods, so I made an anvil and combined it to get Sharp 1, Fire Aspect 1. And I was very shiny and happy with everything I had just done. I grabbed some dirt now and some other things like buckets, and of course did more farming. This time I just made another max water farming system here and planted a ton of wheat seeds. I also went underground and found another ruined portal. This one had pretty bad gear, but a little bit of gold, and of course the gold blocks underneath, which I grabbed. And here's something I used to do in my series, is just kind of a video by video, picture by picture deal of how I cleaned up and managed the terrain right by my base. I flattened out everything and eventually made a bridge where that wood path was before. I used wooden planks just like the other one, but obviously made it a little bit bigger and a lot nicer. I finished things up, as you can see in this clip here, and now all I needed to do was put some guardrails and torches so nobody falls off. I used all this oak wood that I had collected, and I was pretty happy with the finished product. Definitely no mobs would be spawning anywhere near my humble abode up on the mesas. And here I'm just lighting things up. Next order of business was to do a little bit of decoration and utility in the bottom of my tower here. Definitely more to come, but this was just the start of putting stuff in the tower. I crafted lots of oak fences to get some animals at my place. I made little fenced-in areas for each animal: the cow, the pig, the chicken, and of course the sheep. I didn't know where I'd find them, but they actually weren't too far away. I just went to a nearby savanna biome. So here I got pigs, sheep, and everyone's favorite, the cow. And with the cow comes, in last place, the 2 little baby chickens. After all the animals were caged in properly, I had a little bit too many items and of course had to add another chest to my very, very disorganized system. I put lots of items in this chest, and yeah, it's just gonna be a little montage here of all the stuff I'm putting in. I grabbed a cute 2 iron and made some shears. With the shears, I of course sheared my sheep and got lots of wool for future projects, and I tended to my crop once again. I bred up my animals and even the chickens. Last but not least, I grabbed all the oak wood out of my chest to make my first real house. Not a tower, a house. So I did the basics, just placing down planks and logs, and tried to make something basic but somewhat pretty. So after a while of just testing things out, I kind of wanted some dirt patches in front so I could plant things, And then I had a stone floor with spruce doors, fancy, and next was the walls. So more logs, more planks, and 4 walls done. Now the floor, so I dug up all this dirt and placed down stone. I don't know if I like it yet, but it is what it is. And here's what I have so far. And of course, I need to put down some glass windows and a little bit of interior decoration before I call this one quits. And just like that, thanks for watching. I'll see you next episode.